Welcome back to Pop Culture Theory. I am Saccora, and we are here today live with a Final Fantasy pre-release Opus 5. So, I'm here at the pre-release. I'm going to be opening my kit with everyone else around here, building a deck, and we're going to see what's inside the kit live together. Maybe if I can talk some of my opponents in, we'll be doing some live streaming of the matches as well. But I wanted to show you guys what's in these kits, and maybe I'll do a little deck building live with you all here. So, again, this is Opus 5 for Final Fantasy, and this set is really awesome. I've been following it for a little bit now. I know we got a lot of Final Fantasy players out there on the channel that have been looking forward to this, so I'm really excited to bring you the Opus 5 pre-release. Now, inside you get a couple of things. You're going to, of course, get that lightning card that was right on top there. A lot of people have seen this lightning pre-release promo being shown off. It's a beautiful card, and I'm very excited to be picking mine up. The next big thing you're going to get in here in the kit is sleeves. Now, can I just say, this is the best idea that I've ever seen in a pre-release kit. Everyone wants sleeves at pre-release. You always end up buying new sleeves at pre-release. Often you're ending up with sleeves that are one-and-done sleeves. You get some bad sleeves that are like $2.99 you're never going to use again. I see so many people do that, and I would rather get sleeves with my kit than dice or than random other cards. Like, I just think this is really cool. So sleeves in the kit is included, so I can go ahead and sleeve up my deck right away when we're done here. So that's one of my things I'm most excited about. Then, of course, you also get your 5 packs that we're going to open here in just a second. So we get those, and we also get some instructions on what you're going to be doing here. The Final Fantasy Opus 5 pre-release kit will be a simplified structure. So, person's going to get their 6 packs here. You're going to build a 40-card minimum, 50-card maximum deck. So you have a little wiggle room. You may include any of the same cards. So I can put 5 or 6 of the same card if I pull them in here. You don't pay, this is really interesting, you don't need to pay with the CP of the backup's element in order to play backup, but the backup still produces that CP. So my backups can be paid for with any element in this limited release. That's something I really need to keep in mind as I'm building here. Games are played to 6 damage instead of 7, so that extra life that you often can hold on to in control decks isn't there. Those are all things to keep in mind as you're building your sealed deck for a Final Fantasy pre-release. So let's go ahead and pop these packs and see what we get, and then we're going to walk through and we will choose some stuff. I do have some background music going on here. I want to give a shout out to Alvis. He's got a music channel, ALBVS Music. Has some awesome copyright-free music, and I'm going to be playing them during some of my live openings here. So, we got Moogle Knight, Red Mage, Psycom Warden, Mateus the Corruptor, Jesper. Of course, every set needs a Leviathan. Ride. Alright, so this is a common foil of Ondor. Let me go ahead and set the foil over to the side there. Hurdy. Semilafina, I think is how I say that. Volker, and my first H card is Tella. Not a bad run. I am not quite sure what I will be using yet. I want to get through at least probably 3 packs before I start speculating into what deck I might be building here. So, let's see what we get. A Chocobo. Everybody loves Chocobos. Oh, let's put that in the comments. A Ninja. Another Black Mage. I'm getting some good red cards. Not normally the element I run, but I might end up running red today if we... Oh, Mateus the Corruptor foil. Nice. Oh, see, as soon as I started saying red, I'm starting to see all these other great ones. Oh, here we go. Odin. So I've got a good lightning base, too. This might end up being an aggro deck. I do like aggro in limited formats, whereas I often like control a little more in the non-limited formats. Anyways, Ranger and Constructed Fighter coming up. Arcanist. Dragoon. Chocobo Knight. Oh, here we go. First foil H. We've got Barnabas. I'm getting a nice little bit of everything. Death Gaze for my H there. So, let's go ahead. We're 3 packs in. I have a lot of variety going on here, so I could have multiple different options. Definitely, if you guys are tuning in, let me know in the comments below what you think I could do. Technically, you're not here. It's not against the rules to have your opinions. So, Let's go here, go just a little faster here. Oh, look at that. An Orphan L foil. That is a legendary foil card. I'm really excited. That might lean me toward running some Frost or Ice today for my element. Wool. Wool's another great hero card there I'm quite excited about. Let's see. Nope. Go back over to my common section. Vayne. I love me some Vayne. Foil Common Warrior. Fancred Hero. This is my last pack. Let's see what we get, and then I'll go ahead and separate out, and we'll speculate a little about what we might build today. Berserker. And Sid Polendina. Alright. So that is my polls for this set here. Let's go ahead and we'll quickly go through the rares and the foils, and we'll talk a little bit about what I might play. Alright, so we got Sid Polendina. When Sid enters the field, your opponent reveals his hand. When Sid deals damage to a forward of 5 cost or more, increase the damage by 4,000 instead. If Sid is dealt damage by a forward of 5 cost or more, reduce the damage. So, Sid deals damage. Okay, so he's all about fighting those big guys. Interesting there. I hadn't seen him in the previews. If you control a Job Scion of the 7th Dawn, other than Thancred, it's going to gain 1,000, and it's going to... Thancred receives damage, while Doll, this damage is reduced by 2,000. Okay. I've been excited for Death Gaze. This one's an awesome monster. It's going to become a forward on its own accord. I don't know if I have enough monsters to really fit this in, but he might be able to squeeze in there. I also like that break all the characters cost 5 and 10 opponent controls. It's a little niche, but I like it. Choose one forward with 3 or less, break it. I do like Odin. Odin's looking good for a summon, and then put it into the break zone, choose a forward, deal 7,000 damage. That's, you know, I might end up running some... In fact, one of the things, let's talk about how we can run this, even in a different color deck. So if I want to run a blue deck using water and ice, I could run this and pay for it with ice because the backups don't have to match the element during this sealed format. Now let's go take one closer look at our legendary... Oh, we also had Wool. When Wool enters the field, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. War and a Light among them to your hand. Okay, so he'll be helping me siphon if I can get some War and Lights. But there's Orphan. Orphan is my legendary foil I pulled. When Orphan enters the field, choose up to 2 forwards an opponent controls, doll them. If you control 5 or more characters, freeze them also. When Orphan attacks, choose a forward an opponent controls and freeze it. I really, really like this. I'm going to find a way to fit Orphan in. I think I'm going to be going with an ice deck. So let's look at some of our other options, like this hero here. At the beginning of your main phase, if you don't control a card named Lagoon... Lugue? Doll Barnabas. So I have to see if I have any of the Lugues, otherwise Barnabas might not work for me. So, Mateus is going to break blocking forwards. I really am thinking that I'm going to end up running the ice there. Choose one forward you control. Not bad. Plus 2,000 till the end of turn, and Berserker cannot block. Okay, so let's just look at a couple of my other options. I'm really thinking it's going to be ice here, so I'll go quickly through some ice options here. Let's see. Dealt damage by character, controller 1 card from his hand. Okay, yeah, that's going to help me mill out my opponents, and that's something that actually, in Limited, can really mess people up. I like the Mateus. Let's see what else we got. Snow. Enters the field, you may pay X. If you do, search for Lightning. And I mean, I have the Lightning, so I could probably run Ice and maybe Lightning together. Vayne. I'm also looking for that Lagua, or Lague, to see if I can run that other card. But if I don't have enough of them, it's probably not going to be worth it, because we are playing in a limited format, so I'm not going to necessarily hit everything I want to hit if I don't get duplicates. Thaumaturge. That's not the right one either. Oh, there we go. Another monster, so... Choose the field, zone... I think I'm probably gonna... I'm definitely using ice. I'm liking that. I'm in between whether it's going to be wind cards or some lightning cards that I want to fill it in with. Oh, what we got there? For 1 Montablanc. Okay, so let's see if we have any Montablancs. Otherwise, that might... I got 3 of these Mateuses. I'm really excited about that. That's going to help me fill out some stuff. We got some Red Mages, Assassins. Another assassin. So I'm kind of leaning toward doing lightning and frost together. And I'm going to finish going through some of my cards here, but if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll cover them in some other videos. I actually got to get to build time here so I can finish up before the tournament starts. I'm thinking, based on my polls, lightning frost based on first analysis. I'm going to finish looking through all the cards a little more in depth off screen, but I have a quick build time coming up that I've got to get to. That all being said, thank you all for joining me on Pop Culture Theory. I'm going to be covering a lot more stuff involved with the Final Fantasy Opus 5 as it's hit and release. See if I can't maybe get other pre-release kits to show you guys some awesome stuff I want to cover with this. Final Fantasy is one of the few games that wasn't at Gamma to talk to me, so I don't really have any new stuff to add to that other than what we're seeing here with pre-release stuff. So I will probably be doing some box openings and some deck techs once we're into the Opus 5 set here. I'll show you guys some awesome new stuff you can add from Opus 5 into your decks. If there's a deck you want me to do a Deck Doctor for Final Fantasy, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if I can work it out. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I am Saccora. This was our live box opening of our Opus 5 pre-release and a little bit of speculation on what I might be building here. Thank you all for joining me. I'm Saccora. You guys can find me around the web at Saccora on Facebook and Twitter. And you guys also can get us at Pop Culture Theory on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. Hit us up on those channels, and we will catch you all next time.